Yeah, hi. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, so apparently the official end of the PGR is coming. It's coming to an end. The PGR is officially ending, and WWE is apparently returning to the TV14 rating. So they're bringing back TV14 apparently, which I was surprised to find out actually. Taking a little nap and then I wake up and I find out this news, and it's funny that this is happening because actually a little announcement here. I'm actually going to my first wrestling show, which is the Raw in Madison Square Garden. Why am I going even though I was totally... Because I was actually going to plan to go anyways. I did have some money saved. I was going to go and hoping that, you know, hey, Edge will be there, John Cena or whatever. Yeah, I was but apparently Cena's not going to be there, so that's like, okay, a little bummer. Like, wow, God, like what, will the show even be good or whatever? Which I'm hoping. And this happens. So yeah, I'm going to my first... The reason why I'm going also is because, just the experience, just for the experience, you know, and I heard apparently that you will enjoy the show better if you're there. And plus, it's Madison Square Garden. They gotta do something big for that show, okay? Apparently they're doing the 20th anniversary of Rey Mysterio, so at least that's something, right? And the Reigns will be there apparently. I heard even Lesnar might be there. So at least I'll be able to see them. And hopefully the show won't be too bad. And apparently Reigns could be wrestling that show too. So it'll be something a little special. And I'll definitely do a little vlog. I will do a review right after I come back from the show and whatever. But I'm going to do like, you're going to get 2 kind of special videos that day. For the Raw at Madison Square Garden. So this will be my first wrestling show. So I'm kind of excited a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Even though wrestling fucking sucks now. Or maybe it will be better. Who knows? It's funny how... This is happening right when I freaking... Obviously, this is like coincidental, right? But it's like, maybe because it takes me, Zubair, the holiest man in the world. When it comes to the holiest man finally making his time, taking the time to go to a wrestling show. Maybe all goes right in the world. Maybe it takes me, the savior of this shit. Because I gotta speak the fucking truth. Maybe it takes me... Maybe if I go to AEW, hey, and AEW ticket's $2, we'll fucking see there, okay? Maybe. I'll save wrestling. I'll save it. I'll gladly do if I can. Because I don't want to be miserable watching this shit, so. But, for real. Apparently, yeah, the show is going back to TV14. Why? No one really knows. Apparently, WWE decided they're going back to TV14, well, especially with Raw. So, Raw is going TV14. According to Andrew Zarian, Raw will be going back to the TV14 program starting next week. Prior to the PG era, WWE/WWF had its most famous eras, and when it had a lot of viewers. With WWE moving back to TV14 rating, what can fans expect? Well, if we're going back to the old standard, then expect the following things to return. More edgy content, more sexual content, more violence, use of blood in matches. Obviously, that sounds very cool, right? And it means edgier product, and sure, obviously, that's pretty cool. All these things sound cool, but you have to understand. And I always wanted to make a video about this. I don't know if I recorded a video already, because I do have like lots of videos recorded that I could upload whenever, if it's like a topic that's relevant. But let me talk about this. Here's the thing. Sure, it's so cool to hear that the TV14 is coming back. You know, I do think, yes, being PG kind of limits yourself. But the thing is, like, you can still have a good show even if you're PG. Because here's the thing, though, people. You have to understand. A show being TV14 doesn't mean it's always good. Even if you do, you know, blood in matches and even sometimes sexual shit, which, I mean, that's always going to be good. You know, sexual shit with the women, right? That's kind of always good, you know, right? But, like, you have to understand, what also made the Attitude Era worked was because of good writing. Because of good creative. Guys like Vince Russo did not do dumb bullshit. Vince Russo and Ed Ferrara, they actually wrote good television. The wrestlers were more of themselves by Ham to 11. Like, he actually gotten to know about the wrestlers, what fit their characters. You know, if they know how to talk, they'll let them talk. Freaking, you have to understand, before Vince Russo, and again, this is the fault of Vince McMahon. I love Vince McMahon. Don't get me wrong. Vince McMahon's the alpha male, but like you have to admit, like sure the guy's old and is out of touch. You know, like I'm not saying like out of touch in a bad way, but like he doesn't really know much of the fucking. Because apparently before Vince Russo, Vince McMahon did not know a lot of fucking what was like hip or whatever. So you have to understand that. Vince McMahon was booking guys like Stone Cold and The Rock as Rocky Maivia and the Ringmaster, and no one gave a fuck about them until they became Stone Cold and freaking, you know, The Rock, because of fucking Vince Russo. Okay, they were already good. They're like they had it. It's just they were restricted, obviously, with stupid creative, right? That's an example of bad creative. We all know as an example of bad wrestlers is guys like fucking all these indie jobbers, straight up. Like, they should not be in the main event. Okay? But, yeah. You need... Because look at... Let me fucking say this. If you want to know an example of a bad bad wrestling show that's TV-14, look at AEW. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. AEW and TNA. TNA Impact Wrestling, whatever. Those are TV-14, and guess what? They're still struggling in the ratings. They're not really producing. Yes, sure, they have their fans, which are just smarky fans. But you have to admit, they're not growing a new audience. And let's be honest here, no one's really caring about them. And I'm sorry, it's a bunch of fucking indie bullshit wrestling. And look at the shows. There's really no storylines and no characters, and there's not really good writing. People pretend that AEW has good writing. That is a bunch of bullshit. That is a bunch of bullshit. Because reality, it's just a bunch of matches with no story, no characters, and false argument of long-term booking, which is bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. It's just fucking bullshit. Okay? There's no real long-term booking in wrestling. Shut up with that crap. Okay? It's not true. It's just some false narrative with AEW. Okay? Especially with their fucking... Oh, just so happens these wrestlers are fighting for some reason. We decided to book them, but we remembered that 2 years ago they had a shit match that none of you remembered, but we're going to pretend this matters. See, we're really fucking good, right? No, it's bullshit. You need more than just a TV-14 rating to help make a good show. Like, listen... There's been good wrestling shows that have been PG anyways. And I'm not saying that... Obviously, I do think, like, yes, PG does limit yourself. That's why, sure, the freedom of PG, of the TV-14 helps your show a little bit. That way you could be more, do more than just that. Apparently, yeah, WWE, you know, they're afraid of doing whatever. Like, if they're fucking PG, they're afraid to fucking disappoint their sponsors. Now they're going back to TV-14. That doesn't limit themselves. But you have to understand that what makes a good wrestling show, too, is not just the fucking TV-14 format. Not just the fucking violence. Not just the fucking blood. Not just the hot women, which, again, that's fucking amazing. You should definitely have the women do hot shit. But let's be fucking honest. The thing is, you also have to know why the ad tear work is the type of men and women you had in your roster. I'm sorry, but your roster is shit. People can pretend like, oh, you know, no, they're good wrestlers. No, they're not. I'm sorry. Finn Balor is not on the same level as Stone Cold and The Rock. Fucking, or the Undertaker, as people pretend like, Finn Balor's like the Undertaker. No, fuck off. Okay? Damon Priest is not the next Kane. Okay? Fucking, these people are literally nowhere near the level of talent that the people in the ad tear were. And people pretend that they're such better wrestlers than the people in the ad. Bullshit. Them doing kicks and flips or whatever are not good wrestlers. Okay? But yeah. What makes fucking pro wrestling good is obviously the wrestlers themselves. Like, if they don't look like a fucking flamboyant gay motherfucker. Like, they look like a fucking masculine, like, they look like men. You people that talk toxic masculinity, they gotta look like men. Okay, I'm sorry. They have to be. You had men look like men back in the day. You had women look like women who were fucking hot. Okay? And they did fucking good shit. They had good creative, good fucking writing. There was good storylines. Good build up to those matches. Logic! You know? And matches didn't need to always be fucking long, boring ass matches, dragged out or whatever. Matches need, like, not every match should be long, okay? That's why you save those matches for the pay-per-views. But again, like you should have like some sort of a time limit. That way, it serves a purpose. Every match is like a segment, okay? It's supposed to be like a segment, certain time limits, okay? You need to have things that have straight to the point, make sense, like a TV show, okay? You can't just drag them out, okay? While it's cool, sure, bringing back TV14, I think that's fucking cool, sure. But, like, would it make a difference? I don't think so. You have to understand that that is not the solution here. Okay? Just because something's TV14 doesn't mean it's good. That's, like, also the same argument you could say for a TV show that's, like, for adults, like a regular TV show, not necessarily a wrestling show, and it's TV14, and guess what? They fucking get canceled after, like, 2 months. Because they're not fucking bringing the viewership, and they're not really that good. You gotta understand that, right? It takes more than a rating. Okay, for wrestling to be really good, for WWE to fucking really improve themselves, they need to. I'm sorry, they need to release all these shit wrestlers that are not cutting it. If you're gonna say they're bad booked and whatever, they should go to AEW. Then good, let them go to AEW. Shred the fat off. Okay, like a fucking dude you're trying to get your gains. You gotta shred the fat off, man. That's what they gotta do. I'm sorry, shred the fat off. Let go of these fucking indie jobbers. Let them go. They're not stars. They would not be stars in the Attitude Era. They would fucking... And again, does this mean that the Attitude is coming back? No. And I don't think that this should be the new Attitude Era, okay? The Attitude Era became the Attitude Era because... It didn't because you called it the Attitude Era. It was the Attitude Era because it was attitude. A lot of people had attitude, okay? Sure, they said it, a little bit, but they didn't fucking legit said it. It's like, we're gonna start this era called the Attitude Era. No, and I'm sorry. Again, just calling the Attitude Era is gonna ruin the fucking phrase, okay? Don't do that. How about be its own era? Don't, for example, this is the Carnage Era. I don't fucking know. You could call it that, simply, but the thing, if it's gonna be known something in the future, the Carnage Era, I don't fucking know. But, it's not necessary. That's not saying it's going to be called. But, you don't need to fucking call it the Attitude Era. Because you already had the Attitude Era. Does that mean we need a new Golden Era? No, I don't think so. Okay? You don't need to call it the Attitude Era. You shouldn't, okay? Just be its own era. Obviously, what you need to help make this show good is obviously good creative, good writing, good storylines, good build to matches. The matches are not fucking long, boring, dragged out, bullshit ass matches to appeal to smarky wrestling fans. And obviously the wrestlers that look and act like wrestlers themselves. Okay? You gotta, it doesn't, okay, you gotta have, people need to know their places. The main eventers need to be the main eventers, the fucking mid-carder jobbers need to be the mid-card jobbers. Simple as that. Okay? They gotta have a time and place for everything. Simple as that. And the women gotta be women, look like women, be hot like women. The problem with fucking women nowadays, fucking a lot of them look like disgusting she-hulks. So yeah. So that's what I would say. Again, would a TV14 rating help? Not necessarily. Is it cool that they're bringing it back? They're trying to do something? We'll see. If change is going to happen, it takes time. We have to see if things are legit going to change. Unless it's just they're just going to blow their load for one week that pretend to make people care, and then they fucking go back to the same format, then that ain't going to help anything. Okay? So it takes more than just a rating. Okay? And, just doing whatever. Oh, see, there's violence, there's a little blood. Because, again, AEW has, blood in their matches sometimes. Or mostly all the time, actually. Doesn't that mean the show is always good? No. Because it just, for the sake of doing it, just make people pretend this is edgy. It's a false narrative, if anything, too. Again, WWE had good shows that were PG. Same thing with other wrestling shows that were PG. Okay? I believe WCW even had shows that were PG and they were good. You understand? Not every show, you gotta understand, again, a format doesn't make a show better. And I am all for, bringing back TV14. If it allows them to go all out, being back how they used to be, being fucking awesome, then I'm all for it. But then, you have to understand, would it actually be good in this format? Would it actually be good because, you have to understand, the fucking creative fucking sucks. And not just that, the types of wrestlers you have now are not really good. They're not even close to the people back in the day. That's the truth. They're not drawing ability. They're not freaking character ability. They're not like anything good. They're not like, I'm sorry, you guys do, well, why not, like, look at what they did in New Japan or ROH or whatever. Like, people always say that. If you probably do, just because they were good at something else doesn't mean that you're good now. You gotta be good at what you're doing now. I'm sorry, that's like saying, like, freaking a athlete. You know, he was better back in the day. We should give him a chance. Like, we shouldn't really complain too much. Then compared to, like, he sucks now. The athlete sucks now. Why should we tend to fucking like him in the team? He's hurting the team. Simple as that. It's that kind of argument you have to understand, people. So yeah, the TV-14 format's coming back. Cool, but like, let's see if it actually fucking brings something. So that's a testament. That's a testament for Raw this Monday. Apparently, they're not bringing the TV-14 rating yet for SmackDown. I don't know why. If like, shouldn't both shows be like just as good or whatever? I don't know. But anyways, let's see what happens though. But in my opinion, it's not gonna change a damn thing if they're gonna do the same shit. Okay. So overall, let's hope though. Like, I mean, I don't know. Just wrestling has been defeated to the point that can you really care? But like, let's hope. Since this is apparently one of their last chances to try to impress fucking fans, to bring back old fans and maybe make new fans and also keep the people they have now. Now is their one of their last few opportunities to see if they're gonna bring back fans. Okay, what they gotta do is up to them. They gotta make sure they fucking make good television. They gotta make sure they have good writing too, good creative. Fucking wrestlers who look and act like wrestlers. You gotta fucking make sure like the people you have, you gotta book them properly. Okay, shred the fat off too. If it also means fucking, you know, maybe in the future you release people, you gotta do that. I'm sorry, there's still more people to release. Okay, shred the fat off. You need to be good. Obviously you need to have logical booking, good storylines, good characters. Men and women who look the part, act the part, doing good shit. Obviously, sure, a little bit like what we're back in the attitude, a little discretionary, sure, but definitely you gotta make sure like there's logic. It took more than just a rating and obviously some like blood or whatever. Because again, I'm not saying of course I love seeing blood in the in matches of the next person, but they gotta make sense. A person that getting naked gotta make sense too. Sure, it's great. It's always cool. But you have to understand you have to make sense to it in the show-wise. What made them work was because of logical storylines and logical writing. This is why, if this is the case, and I'm sorry, you're going to have to bring back guys like Russo. But, like, apparently Vince Russo is not, like, he doesn't want to do this anymore. Because for God's sakes, like, apparently, yeah, he's done with WWE. So what does that tell you? You gotta have someone who has, like, at least the mind, you know? I'm not saying that, you know, hire people, like, because, again, like, because reality, I know a lot of fans like to pretend they know everything. Like, the reason why I fucking say what I say is because it comes from, like, logic, and it comes from, like, legit proven facts, like, facts and logic, as they can say, you know what I mean? Like, that's why if you want, maybe actually hire somebody who has, like, TV knowledge, who actually written for the shows, but was a fan of old wrestling, and then and who actually understands the audience. That's why you gotta start hiring people like that. Guys like Ed Farrar, for instance, who had TV knowledge before, but was a wrestling fan, and he helped Vince Russo create a great television. You know what I mean? You gotta start hiring people like that. Maybe people who actually understand wrestling, who like wrestling, but like wants to like wrestling to be like how it was back in the day, but also grow a new audience, but like something to be good for modern day, and also be perfect, like, you know, for like old fans to watch again, new fans to fucking become fans, and, you know, encourage people to watch stuff the old days and become wrestling fans. Like, that's what wrestling used to be like, man. Wrestling used to be something that the old the fans you had enjoyed, and you brought back the old fans, and you also brought in new fans. That's how fucking people became wrestling fans. Come on! How do you think all of us became wrestling fans? Because the shows were good. I'm only watching because, like, I'm reviewing it, and like, this is like a way to fucking, and plus, like, like, you know, it's an old habit too, and plus like a little interest in terms of trying to be in the business. You know what I mean? Like, I am an athlete after all. I'm just have to build my body back up. In case you guys don't know why I'm still also watching, it's actually kind of because I'm actually hoping to be a pro wrestler. Like, that's kind of why. You know what I mean? It's been a dream of mine since I was little, and I wanted to be good. I wanted to be good. Obviously, it doesn't make myself look good because I'm bashing the shit show, but like, it's constructive criticism, for fuck's sakes. You know what I mean? Deep down, I love wrestling. I want it to be good. But it has to be good too. Obviously, also what holds back, because once you learn how the wrestling business is and how it works, because like, let's be honest here, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not 6 foot. You know, I'll be honest with you, okay? I like, that's the fucking problem as well. Like, I fit in sadly the fucking indie midget category. At least, like, I actually fucking put in the effort to put muscle in to actually fucking, you know, so at least that can help. You know what I mean? But, like, you have to understand, like, fucking, you know, active part too. Obviously, which I think I would put the effort to, and I can do that, like, based on what I do here. But, like, obviously, we'll have to see in the future, but in the meantime, I have to build my body back since my injury. But you have to understand that it takes more than a fucking rating to improve a show. It takes everything. Every aspect of what makes a good wrestling show, what makes a good TV show. It affects everything. And that's how WWE will improve. You have to fix everything. Okay? Fix everything. The stars you have, the fucking booking, every fucking shit. You have to fix everything. That's all I have to say. I do hope things actually change. You have one chance, WWE. You have one fucking chance. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go in Raw with an open mind. Hopefully it'll be good. I'll also go in Raw. Actually, I'll give them 2 chances with Raw. The open mind for this fucking Monday. I do hope it improves that way, that when I go to the show at Madison Square Garden, I'll be like so excited and hoping. By the way, let me know what shirt to get to go for Madison Square Garden. Should I get an Austin 316 shirt? I might cut my hair bald for that summer cut. Who knows? Let me know what kind of, you know, if you guys go to, you know, any wrestling show, let me know what kind of wrestling shirt I should get. A retro shirt. Should I get even like an old Edge shirt? Like, I could get it on eBay. I don't know. Like, I want to wear, like, an Edge shirt or whatever. Let me know what kind of fucking cool fucking shirts to wear to your first fucking wrestling show. Alright, people? Anyway, so that's why. You got one more chance, WWE. You got one more fucking chance with fucking Raw. Let's see if you can make or break it. It's a make or break situation. Let's see what happens if things are actually going to fucking change. Alright. I was going to say, people. I said what needed to be said. Would it change anything? Not necessarily, but we have to say, again, it's up to WWE. It's up to them. Until next time. Yeah, bye. Drink your calls magnificently, alright? Peace. Yeah, bye.